Defence leaders have failed to resolve whether German-made tanks will be sent to Ukraine to fight off the Russian aggression. After 5 hours of discussions, the coveted Leopard 2 will be staying put for now. Poland, which has the vehicles, needs Germany's permission to deliver them, and its defence minister is hoping to do so soon. We're scheduled for further talks now in live conference format. After decades of post-war World War II politics, Germany is reluctant to give the green light amid fears of the war spilling into the rest of Europe.
We have to balance all the pros and cons before we decide things like that, just like that. This is nothing else. And I'm very sure that there will be a decision in the short term, but I don't know why, and I don't know how the decision will look.
Berlin's reluctance has irritated many countries wanting to send their Leopard tanks. One reporter even asked the US Secretary of Defense if Germany was a reliable partner.
They are a reliable ally, and they've been that way for a very, very long time, and I truly believe that they'll continue to be a reliable ally going forward.
During the contact group meeting at Ramstein, Ukraine's president reiterated his request for the tanks, which he says will help end the war. Despite Germany's lack of decision, Western countries have committed billions in other weaponry.
Anti-French sentiment is growing in the West African country of Burkina Faso. Hundreds of protesters in the capital Ouagadougou called for France's ambassador to leave the country and the closure of a French military base on the outskirts of the city. 400 special forces are there to help counter a jihadist insurgency, but recently relations have deteriorated. We're Burkina Faso, an independent country. Burkina Faso is a sovereign country. We've decided we want to lead this fight, the war we're currently waging. Burkina Faso has decided to lead the fight with good partners. 2 military coups the country experienced in 2022 strained relations between Ouagadougou and Paris. Burkina has been unable to curb jihadist violence in the north of the country and has strengthened ties with Russia and its Wagner mercenary group in its search for an ally to get rid of the jihadists. In Ukraine, police in the Kyiv region have released dramatic body cam footage shot by a first responder arriving at the scene of Wednesday's helicopter crash which killed the country's interior minister and about a dozen other people. At one point, a man can be heard making a call to emergency services before entering a building in Brovary on the outskirts of the capital. Brazilian footballer Dani Alves was arrested on Friday after being accused of sexually abusing a woman in Spain. The former Barcelona player is alleged to have committed the act on New Year's Eve at a nightclub in the city, according to police. The charge of sexual abuse in Spain can mean anything from unsolicited and unwanted sexually groping to rape. Alves has denied the accusation. A judge will now decide where the case goes from here. As well as Barcelona, the 39-year-old has won major titles with Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain.
The message is as simple as it is striking. More than 1,000 rotting apples have been dumped outside London's metropolitan headquarters, New Scotland Yard. The protest is by women's charity Refuge, who want to highlight the scale of abuse allegations involving Met officers.
We've been told time and time again that it's one bad apple here and there. This is actually a fundamental problem right across policing, not just in the Met but nationally, and we are saying that this has to be called out now and addressed because women's lives are at risk.
The Met is currently reviewing previous allegations of violence against women and girls made against 1,071 police officers and staff members. It comes after a former police officer pleaded guilty to dozens of rapes and sexual offences. New Scotland Yard has recently announced plans to reform the force, including its vetting processes.